I'm Dave, the host and co-creator of Dopey, the amazing podcast on drugs, addiction, and dumb shit. Everyone has been saying I should start making YouTube videos, so I figured we'd start with something I know nothing about, the Daily Reflections. I have no idea what the fuck I'm doing, but I know it's gonna be great. Trust me.
Good morning, Dopey. Your favorite podcast. Now YouTube show. Good morning.
Good morning, Dopey. Welcome to another episode of Good Morning Dopey. The clock is ticking on December. It's almost done, and maybe the Daily Reflections are going to be done too. But before December is done, we have a very, very special guest, a great friend of the show and one of my new friends, the great Skinny Vinny. Welcome.
You.
And Skinny Vinny is one of the fewest fans of the Daily Reflections out there.
Yeah, man. All right. I know I said this to you last time when I was in the city, but man, I am so stoked on that intro. I can't get enough of it.
Dude, somebody just posted this morning, right? Somebody posted this morning, I have to keep it at 100. The intro's too long. What do you think about that?
No fucking way, dude. No fucking way. It's perfect. Perfect length. It's got the perfect vibe to it. The everything about it is so good, dude. I'm actually like super proud of you, dog.
Is that you keeping it at 100 when you say that? Is that
I'm
at
keeping
100?
it. No, that's me keeping it a buck.
A buck. That's like as good as, okay, so good. I appreciate that. That music, I could listen to that music without even doing the show. That's how much
it's
I
so
like
good.
music.
It's so good.
And that's my friend Brian did it for me, and he's a dopey musical genius. And Skinny Vinny is, of course, a notorious, nefarious drug addict in recovery. Also, a prank show maker, a YouTube sensation. What else can I say about you, Vin? Before we get into this daily reflection, a degenerate for sure.
I'm a classy degenerate.
Big time. Very classy.
A classy degenerate that upgraded his life to black satin robes.
I was like, dude, what's up with the smock? I said, what's up with the smock? And he said, dog, it's a black satin robe. Whoa.
Look at these blue velvet slippers, dude.
Dude, what's up with the crest on there? What's that crest?
I have no idea, dude. I saw him on Amazon and I was like, I need it.
Dude, can you take off the slipper and hold it up to the camera? Because I want to see the crest.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. That's a high-end slipper right there.
That's a high-end slipper, dude. Look at the bottoms, dude.
Oh, dude. It looks like it's straight out of Dubai or something, right?
I know, dude. So the real reason I got this robe and the slippers is because I started doing that series on TikTok, Letters to Penthouse. And
I like it. I saw you read that. I got kind of aroused when I saw you reading it.
I know, dude. Yeah. So that I wanted to make my set look very elegant. I wanted me to look elegant. I had 3 fires going on my big screen, my computer, and my phone. Like, I went all out.
I like that. We're sitting here reading the Daily Reflections while you read Penthouse Forum. It's like, I think we're making a big mistake. I think I appreciate you. I really do.
Yeah.
And I appreciate you bringing your debauched wisdom to the Good Morning Dopey and the Daily Reflection.
Yeah, man. Of course, dude. I appreciate you.
It shows how versatile you are.
Yeah, exactly.
One night you're reading about getting blown on the bus to work, and the next morning we're doing the Daily Reflections. It's awesome.
Yeah.
So today is December 27th, and the Daily Reflection is problem solving. Now I'm just thinking in terms of Penthouse videos. Problem solving. Quite as important was the discovery that spiritual principles would solve all my problems. And that, of course, is from the big book of Alcoholics Anonymous on page 42. And I'm just going to read this and then I want to get your take. I think even just that straight up fucking spiritual principles solving all problems is pretty right on. I know you've experienced the same thing.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah. I mean, and I'm going to say this every time I'm with you, or every time I'm in a meeting, or every time everywhere, dude. It's just like I have to live my life based off spiritual principles, because if I don't, I'm fucking terrified that something's gonna go wrong, and usually that's the fucking case. You know, I have to continue doing the next right thing and continue to be honest, or my fear is my life is just gonna crumble on top of me, which it probably will, because like usually my decision making, not based on spiritual principles, it's pretty fucked. It's pretty sick in the head. So I have to live my life based on spiritual principles.
I totally agree. And the funny thing is, it's like, because we can make mistakes X, Y, and Z, right, left, and center. But if there are no spiritual principles engaged, the mistakes are going to be like a billion times worse. Like
tenfold,
just to have the ability to apologize in the moment or admit you're wrong, or like, I mean, that's a spiritual principle on deck just in case you fuck up.
Yeah, absolutely. And dude, and I know it's like admitting you're wrong. Well, first of all, just apologizing is hard to start with, you know, but admitting you're wrong, that's a huge thing for me. It's even today with almost 4 years, it's still hard to admit when I'm wrong, because us as alcoholics and addicts, you know, I feel like we think we know it all. We think we know what's best, and that's it. There's no in between. So like admitting when you're wrong is a huge thing.
Sometimes I use that though as like it's my get out of jail free card. Like I can admit I'm wrong, you know what I mean, and be like, "What? I'm wrong. I know." Like, it's kind of it kind of undoes the next right thing, because I can just say, I fucked up. I'm wrong, and then it's like almost like, wait, I'm admitting I'm wrong. Don't I have to get let off the hook then? Kind of thing.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah.
Let me finish reading this thing. Through the recovery process described in the Big Book, I have come to realize that the same instructions that work on my alcoholism work on much more. Whenever I am angry or frustrated, I consider the matter a manifestation of the main problem within me, alcoholism. As I walk through the steps, my difficulty is usually dealt with long before I reach the 12th suggestion. And I'm doing quotes because they're in quotes. And those difficulties that persist are remedied when I make an effort to carry the message to someone else. These principles do solve my problems. I have not encountered an exception, and I have been brought to a way of living which is satisfying and useful. It's beautiful. What do you think, Vin?
I mean, I think it's great, you know, especially when it mentions like giving back what was so freely given to you. I think that's like the magic of it all. You know, it's like I was given this beautiful life because I followed some certain steps and was in service, and now it's like giving it back and letting the newcomer or whoever it may be experience this life too.
Right, and then benefiting from your own path. I went to a meeting this morning, right, and it was a meditation meeting. It was like 38 degrees and raining on the beach outside, and we're sitting there meditating, you know, in the cold. And the guy, one of the guys who he probably has 15 years or something, and he shared how when he goes to the meeting, he doesn't think about what he's going to get, but he's like, what can I do for someone else? And I honestly, like, I've never gone to the meeting with that in my head. I'm always like, oh, I could use some help. I can use some spiritual, you know, assistance. And I go to dip my mind and my psyche and my soul into the special spiritual sauce of 12 steps so that I have the rest of my day, I feel much looser and unencumbered. But when that guy said that, I was like, whoa, that's where it's at.
Yeah, no, absolutely. It's almost kind of the same as like what. So after I got my first year, my second year, I didn't want to go get a cake. My third year, I didn't want to go get a cake, but every time the sponsor that I had at the time, they were just like, dude, it's not for you. And this, like, you going to get a cake and celebrating, it's not for you. It's for the newcomers in the room so they could see it's possible. You know,
dude, I don't know why you wouldn't want to get why wouldn't you want to get a cake though? I mean, it's like, and here you just get a coin. It's like to go and get a cake. It's phenomenal. It's phenomenal getting a cake. And I think the dude this morning might have been full of shit that he's just going to help somebody. I mean, like, it's like everyone can put on a fucking like put it on. But in reality,
Totally.
there's many reasons why we do many of the things that we do. Right.
Yeah. I mean, and dude, it's like, it's a selfish slash selfless program. You know what I mean? Because like, obviously you have to do it for yourself, but you're giving back at the same time. It's like me helping you is helping me, if that makes sense.
Totally.
You know?
That's the
Yeah.
name of the game. And like, but the most important thing is you need to get a new sponsor. And I am volunteering on a daily basis to be your Jewish interim sponsor. Just know that the
you know
offer is
what?
out there.
You
The
know
offer's
what?
out there.
Let's do it. Because
Oh,
you know,
you're putting me on for the stupid show. I know you. You're putting me on for the fucking show. But I'm here. Just know that I'm here. I think if you can't
But,
get
let me just say when I like the very few times that I am going through it, you're the if not the first, the second person I text.
Well, I appreciate that. And if you can't get the great anti-Semitic Steve-O, you could get the very Semitic Dave. You know? What the fuck? And I'm just kidding,
Yeah.
Steve-O. I know Steve-O watches the Daily Reflections. I'm just kidding, Steve-O. I know you're no anti-Semite. But dude, that was fun. Did you like doing a daily reflection on Good Morning Dopey?
It was great. You know what? Like, when I came to the city and we did it in the city, I lost the footage so fast, and that's never happened to me before, and I was very upset with myself.
It's God's will.
Yeah.
It is what it is. But we did it here. I think we should do another one, and Vinny is also going to eat ice cream with us. So we're going to say, stay strong, Dopey Nation, and fucking toodles for Chris, and thank you, Vin.
Stay strong, Dopey Nation, and toodles for Chris. You.
All right.